This is Tracy Lynn Phillips. This is also Tracy Lynn Phillips. This Tracy Lynn Phillips is 24 years old. This one is 52 years old. This Miss Phillips got a speeding ticket and failed to appear, but this one got the summons to appear before Judge Webster. Coincidentally, this Miss Phillips also got a speeding ticket and is scheduled to appear before Judge Webster, who will end up in jail for failing to appear. And where the hell is the other lady? This is gonna get complicated. Will the real Tracy Lynn Phillips please stand up?
Who do you have in the jail? Or the courthouse? No, Deputy, can you unmute and speak loudly? Where the microphone is? I don't get it. I can't hear a word. Where is that microphone? What's your name, ma'am? Is anybody hearing anything? Is it just me? Seriously, I need to know.
No, it's their microphone, but I think they're saying Christy Phillips, possibly.
Okay. Are you Tracy Phillips? Okay, we're still going to need to get her in front of a microphone where the record can reflect. Okay, we're Ms. Phillips in 2023 TR 2386, State versus Tracy Lynn Phillips. Jared Regier for the state. Ms. Phillips in person. Ms. Phillips, you are here for count one, speeding 91 in a 75.
Oh, ma'am. No.
You're not Tracy Phillips?
Ma'am, I am.
Okay, can you get her closer to the microphone, Deputy?
I don't know how much louder you want me to speak. Where's it at on here? Just there? Okay. Now,
I think it's the microphone. It's not. Hold on. I can just tell you, Miss Phillips, what you're charged.
Yes.
And
okay, that's not me though. I originally had come in on the date I got that ticket. They have somebody else in there. I was not pulled over for speeding.
I'm gonna tell you what you're charged with, whether right or wrong. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What the state has in front of me now is a document called Amended Information, State of Kansas versus Tracy Lynn Phillips. Count one, on or about the 12th day of July, 2023, in Butler County, Kansas, Tracy Lynn Phillips did then and there unlawfully drive a motor vehicle on a highway at a speed of 91 miles per hour in an area where the legal maximum speed limit was 75. As charged, this is a traffic infraction. It does not carry jail time. It is a scheduled fine. In count two, you had been charged with no proof of insurance, but they dismissed that. Apparently you brought them proof. In count three, they're accusing you of driving that day without a driver's license. That's a B misdemeanor. I need to have her, you're in a tricky spot. I need you to pull back right and see you, but then when you talk, I need to be able to hear you. Okay, so Ms. Phillips, in count three, they're saying that you drove without a license. This is a B misdemeanor. If convicted, you could serve up to 6 months in jail and pay a $1,000 fine. Now, if you don't think these are your charges, or if you do, you might want to talk to an attorney if you think that you've been mischarged. So are you able to hire an attorney, or do you need to apply for court appointed?
Apparently I'm going to hire an attorney.
You say you're going to hire or apply?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to hire one.
Okay. All right. I'm going to note that you're going to hire your own attorney.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to set this for August 26th. Is that the Monday date?
Okay, so what, can I ask you, what is the court date that I was summoned for on September.
Well, give me just a second.
Sure.
Is Destiny, is August 26th the Monday or Wednesday?
It is a Monday, Judge.
All right, so Ms. Phillips, in this case, 23 TR 2386, your next court date will be August 26th at 8 a.m. by Zoom.
Okay.
Now, this ticket allegedly had you drive, this ticket said you were driving a year ago. This is a year-old case. It dates back to July 12th, 2023. Now, do you think there's another case or ticket against you?
No.
Okay, okay.
I am at a loss here because I was never pulled over for speeding.
Well, sometimes, I'm not saying this did happen, but sometimes people use other people's identities. Were you living on Mayo Avenue in Topeka?
I've never lived in Topeka. Never.
Okay. And I don't think you're 5'8", are you?
No.
I would, do you own a BMW?
No.
Well, it sounds like somebody may have used your identity.
Lovely.
I mean, if you're telling me truthfully, this was out on
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I am.
out on the turnpike.
No.
So hopefully the trooper has I don't know if it's a great chance, but hopefully he has a video of who was driving that.
Well, I certainly hope so, because it wasn't me.
All right. Well, if I'm going to write that you're going to hire an attorney, and that attorney can help you take whatever measures you need to with law enforcement if you believe your identity was misused, and that doesn't happen.
Apparently.
If you decide you need a court-appointed attorney, come back to the courthouse and get an application and fill one out.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see. You made a bond, didn't you?
Yes.
All right. I will continue that bond with the condition that you and your attorney reappear at that date and time, August 26th, 9 a.m. I'm going to make you 9 a.m.
Okay.
since you're hiring your attorney 9 a.m. All right. So if there's nothing further, Ms. Phillips is excused.
Okay. Thank you.
You may go. Thank you.
2 months later.
On the record in 2023, TR 2386, State of Kansas versus Tracy Lynn Phillips with Jared Regier for the state. Defendant Tracy Lynn Phillips failing to appear. Mr. Regier?
Your Honor, in reviewing my notes from previous hearings, this would not appear to be the first failure to appear. I'm showing a failure to appear back in March of 2024, followed by a subsequent appearance on July 3rd of 2024, at which time certain allegations appear to have been raised by the defense. Of course, in my role as prosecutor, I do not represent the defendant, so I cannot speak as to those. But in any event, it would appear that the court specifically continued the matter to today's date and time, August 26th at 9 a.m. And if the court is finding that the defendant fails to appear, the state would be requesting a bench warrant bond forfeiture, at the very least $2,000 cash or surety. The bond that I'm showing in my file appears to have an appearance date of July 3rd of 2024 in the amount of $1,000 professional surety. However, if the court determines that a higher amount is appropriate in light of the prior failure to appear, admittedly not a consecutive failure to appear, my office is prepared to prepare paperwork to that effect.
As I recall at the last hearing, Ms. Phillips claimed to know nothing about the ticket or the court appearance, and that she had her. Am I remembering that correctly? She was acting like it wasn't her, but she still had the obligation, one way or the other, either way, to come back.
And Your Honor, in response to the court's inquiry, as an officer of the court, in accordance with my duty of candor, my notes do appear to make reference to certain allegations concerning an alleged identity theft. But again, I can hardly make any statements as to that, as I have no personal knowledge, nor do I represent the defendant in these proceedings.
Thank you. Mr. or Court Security, did she go out and get picture and prints taken?
I am not sure at the moment. I can call and see if that happened or not, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Regier?
As previously indicated, I am showing an appearance bond in the file, 1,000 professional surety for a July 3rd, 2024
Oh, that's
appearance. The execution date on the bond appears to be April 8th of 2024. That would appear to be subsequent to the first failure to appear in this matter back in March of 2024.
All right, thank you. Yes, you did tell me that, and that should have been a reminder to her to show up today, but all right. Bench warrant, bond forfeiture, bond set at 2,000, cash or professional surety. Now, is that everyone else?
To the best of my knowledge, Judge.
Right, thank you. We are in recess.
Several days later.
Next matter is State of Kansas versus Tracy Phillips, case number 23 TR 3395. The counsel state there, well, is Tracy Phillips present?
He's here at the courthouse.
All right.
Who the hell?
So Mr. Phillips appears in person. Mr. Regier, if you would state your appearance, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Judge Webster on behalf of the state.
And you are Tracy Lynn Phillips, is that correct, sir?
This is wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. I have the wrong person here.
Okay. Is Tracy Phillips there at security somewhere?
No, he isn't. I thought he was, but he's not.
Okay, so I'm going to skip that matter, put it at the tail end of the docket.
Several hours later.
Next matter is State versus, did we take care of Tracy Phillips?
No, Your Honor, we have not.
All right. Counsel, that reflects a summons. Does your file reflect a service? Find that Mr. Phillips is not here. 9 o'clock docket, it's 12.
It does, Your Honor. The return on the summons that I have in my file would appear to indicate residential service on a third party, seemingly a roommate, back in June.
All right, I'm going to issue a warrant, not a bench warrant, but a warrant for, as there's already been an attempt to get service, it's been unsuccessful. Perhaps it was successful and blown off, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to set bond at 1,000 cash or surety.
Very good, Your Honor.